Today on Newsroom Series, we spotlight the remarkable efforts of Abia State under Governor Alex Oti's leadership, from sustaining security to transforming infrastructure and deepening governance reforms. The administration is redefining public service delivery in the state. Joining us is the Special Advisor to the Governor on Media and Publicity, Mr. Ferdinand Ekeoma, who will provide more insights on strategies driving this impactful initiatives. Welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
So let's just go straight into it. What specific strategies has the Alex Oti administration implemented to sustain security and curb crime across the state?
Thank you. You will recall that on assumption of office, the governor launched a joint security initiative, which is codenamed Operation Crush, and that led to the setting up of a very formidable, security, what I call it, architecture. That Operation Crush took off and began to do the needful. And of course, it involved the police, the security, the army, the DSS, and the rest of them. And in a matter of months, they were able to deal decisively with the criminals that were wreaking havoc in different parts of Abia, especially the Umunuchi axis of the state. But the most important thing that the governor has done, he has tried to institutionalize, his security strategy here to ensure sustainability in service delivery. And that has seen him ensure that there is serious cooperation between the government and the different security agencies. In as much as we know that it's mainly the responsibility of the federal government to fund these security agencies, but the Alex Oti-led government has gone out of its way to ensure that it spends a lot of money in ensuring that these security agencies are well equipped, to provide the needed services that will ensure security of lives and property in Abia State. On the inauguration of the Operation Crush, dozens of security vehicles were donated to these security agencies. And of course, the pictures you are seeing there is a follow-up to that. But above all, the governor, decided to think outside the box by launching the Abia State Security Advisory Council, which is chaired by the former Chief of Army Staff, retired General Azubike Onyabohejirika, and of course, the Abia State Security Trust Fund, which work hand in glove to ensure that whatever activities, whatever security-related efforts being made by the government, gets the necessary institutional support. And of course, that was what led to the recent fundraising ceremony organized by the Abia State Security Trust Fund, which saw the state raise over 4 billion naira, in a matter of hours. And we saw people from different parts of the country come to Abia to identify with the governor because they appreciate his vision, his style of leadership, and of course, have a lot of respect for him because of his capacity and character and everything. So, in a nutshell, what the government has done in Abia is to institutionalize, from our own perspective, from our own angle, outside whatever federal government is doing, institutionalize security and get it funded effectively, collaborate with security agencies, give them the necessary support to ensure they deliver optimally.
Okay. Now, how is the ongoing infrastructure transformation directly improving the daily lives of Abia residents, especially in rural areas?
Okay, so our governor will always tell you that the investors go only to a place that has been prepared for them. And it's that vision, that mindset, that philosophy that ignited the effort, the commitment, the dedication, the sincerity, and the speed he has deployed in ensuring that there is serious infrastructural transformation in Abia State. If you look at a road like Port Harcourt Road, which is the signature road project, Port Harcourt Road was in a state of disrepair for nothing less than 30 years. And this is a major gateway into Abia. So with what the governor has done there with Julius Berger, all the business activities, the factories, the markets, the schools, the churches, the hospitality industries, all of them that collapsed as a result of the collapsed route have all come back to life, and those that haven't come back to are coming up with speed. Even schools that were shut down, that were deserted, all of them are coming back to life. Now you look at the Umuahia Uzuakola Abrebo on Hofia Road, which was awarded to 3 construction companies. This is a 67-kilometer road. People who like to play politics will prefer to award it to one construction company and wait to use it to campaign during politicking. But the governor, in his wisdom, recognizes that the road is a very strategic road that will impact the lives and the economic activities of the people of Abia North positively. Decided to award the road to reputable 3 construction companies. So they were all working simultaneously. And in record time, the road has been delivered. And the impact of these road projects are being felt on a daily basis. People who were spending 3 hours between Ibere and Laitem to come to Umuahia to sell goods and carry out all kinds of business activities now spend 30 minutes to be here. So that says a lot about the far-reaching impact of these policies. So the governor's strategy to open up the state for investors has, to a great extent, impacted the economic well-being, the economic activities of our people very positively.
Okay,
look at that Omenoko Bridge, for example. That was it's verifiable, close to 30 years, and this is a bridge that has taken the lives of no less than 30 persons over the years. It was abandoned in record time, less than 9 months now. It's been completed, and the place is being opened up. So Abia at the moment is a construction site. And this is because the governor understands that it requires infrastructure for investors to come. And when investors invest and employ people, of course, it will impact the economy positively and the lives of the people as well.
Okay. Now, what are the key challenges the administration has faced in implementing these reforms, and how is the government addressing them?
Well, naturally, when innovations come, people, try to resist them. Here, things were in a very terrible shape over the years. All kinds of things were happening, both in the civil service and the rest of them. So naturally, there will be resistance, either from people who were profiteering from the old system, or people who are finding it difficult to adjust to the new dawn in Abia. So, but what the government is doing is to use its human disposition to dealing with issues. Every reform that is being carried out by this government is done with human face. And for example, the implementation of TSA, prior to now, people, they practice what was called generate and pay. And you saw key institutions of the states in a shambolic state. Most of them were being owed, for example, an institution like APSU was being owed, staff were being owed 11 months salary arrears before Governor Lesoti came on board. The former Abia State Polytechnic, now Ogbonneonu Polytechnic, staff were being owed 32 months, and many other institutions. But with the strategic measures put in place by the governor, where he has taken over these responsibilities and ensure that people are paid as and when due, and that people are also now show dedication and commitment to their duties. Over time, they are now beginning to realize that it is actually not in their interest to resist these reforms, because if there is anything it has done, it is to turn around our institutions, to impact them, to ensure that those who are supposed to be paid salaries receive their salaries as and when due. The enabling environment also being created by the government, and the people can see and feel the difference. So they are adjusting to the reality and realizing that it's no longer business as usual.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, we have just been joined by the Special Advisor to Governor Alex Otti on Media and Publicity, Mr. Ferdinand Ekeoma, and we were talking about developments in Abia State. Thank you very much for your time. Enjoy the rest of your day.